trying to find a black donor and you saw the difficulties. There are difficulties. So there's a lot of facts in the world that people, I feel like, really don't know or are ignorant to. And that's that black men make up 5% or less of the sperm donation pool. And then even with that, once you put in your genetic testing, you'll be lucky to find one, if any. I'm a carrier of 4 different things, 4. And the severity of the things that I'm a carrier of, if we chose somebody that had the same thing, our child would most likely have it. And they're severe.
She wrote in part in her post, "Here's some things you should know. 1. We had no idea going into this that our chances of a black donor would be slim to none. 2. That I was a carrier of so many disorders. 3. That our window was so slim and such a high risk because of age and more. 4. With my genetic testing, I'm the carrier of 4 disorders. That reduced our chances of a black donor down to 1 person, and that 1 person had very limited info/portfolio to judge on, including background." She continued, "I'm honestly disappointed more than anything at the storyline, but do understand the lack of knowledge on IVF in our community, because a lot of people don't even realize all the things when it comes with the journey, including lack of black donors, genetic testing, age where most her eggs are gone, etc." Jessica added, "Headlines are misleading, but also my wife made a distasteful joke, and now it's attached to the headline and making it seem like we chose strictly off of looks, and we didn't at all attempt to find a black donor, when in fact not only did we try, but we also waited to see if more would pop up over time. But
that beginning clip there is Jessica Dupart. She's the proud wife of the Brat. And of course, that is Dupart explaining why the Brat had to choose a white sperm donor. Now, when you listen to those arguments, it makes a lot of sense, because I've done particular videos about how black men are not giving enough sperm. So when women want to choose black sperm, there's not a whole lot of things to choose from. They don't have a whole lot of choice or diversity. So I understand what she's trying to say. However, we can't get around what the Brat said. And what the Brat said had nothing to do with what Jessica Dupart said. Now, the Brat, who was pregnant, by the way, having her first child, what did she say about the 300 potential donors? She said no. That man looked like Jiminy Cricket. I'm sorry, but that wasn't going to be my choice. Now, what did Dupart say? I think we did a great job of picking. He's handsome. He's tall. I think he's going to look beautiful with my wife's egg. Now, a lot of brothers could look at this and get upset about this and everything, but I really want to talk about how it plays into the overall choices that women are going to have in the future. Those women who particularly don't qualify for what we consider a high quality man or a man that they want, this is what you're probably going to see. You're going to see this day in and day out. You're going to see a lot of women who are financially successful, like Jessica Dupart or the Brat. They're going to be forced to go and choose partners from the sperm donor. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, Jessica Dupart's been married. The Brat also likes men, but they're just bisexual. It's very true that they're bisexual and live in a gay relationship. I'm not dealing with that. You're going to have people in gay in any generation. I'm talking about for women who qualify as being heterosexual. This is how they're going to be able to get a white sperm donor. This is how many of them are going to have to get a black sperm donor. You're going to be left with what's available. And that's the same thing as what's being true in the dating market. You see, a lot of ladies like Jessica Dupart and the Brat, they spend their life doing very well in the private sector. And you know what? Hats off to them. I know Jessica Dupart is a very astute entrepreneur, very fast titties from what they say. The Brat was an awesome rapper. I grew up listening to the Brat. But now the idea is that when it's a man that's going to give you the baby that you want, it's not going to be there. I'm talking about specifically those ladies who are in heterosexual relationships or who claim to be heterosexual. This is what you're going to be seeing. Ladies at the shopping mart or on eBay shopping at the sperm banks for kids, raising them by themselves or with somebody else. And that has a lot to say about, really what a lot of black men are responding to. Like, let me just tell you this. Black men, when they release their sperm, they don't have to pay any child support for this, from what I understand. The fact that a lot of black men don't want to even be in the donation pool is why black men's sperm is so valued. You see, despite what ladies tell you, black men are extremely valued. It is. Like they said, they wanted to stay in the culture. They wanted a black child. It's okay. You can have a black and white child. It's fine. Whatever. But the reality is black men don't even want to give sperm. Black men do not want to get married. Black men are not interested in relationships. And we're blaming the men all the time as to why that's the case. Now, we can say at least 50%, if you want to say that, to be fair, is the blame of men. Then that would indicate that 50% would be the blame of women. And I'm always going to be saying this in the black community. Why then do these men in our community feel so hostile, feel so left out, feel so split apart from the women in their community? Why do they refuse to participate? Now, everybody not going to be to the level of me, going on this journey, moving to Africa, dealing exclusively in the black world, trying to retrain my mind to think very black on purposely, working with black people all around the world, exclusively dedicating my life. Not everybody's going to do that. That's me on my journey. I can't expect every black man to be like me. Some black men are going to go to the highest bidder. They're going to go to the person that is ready. They're going to go to where, and that's where you see a lot of black men are going. They're taking their sperm and somebody is getting first choice. And sometimes those ladies aren't black. And to see what the Brat said, like he looked like Jiminy Cricket. Okay, well, if that's what you want to say, but it sounds like if it was the other way around, that black woman, she looked like Lizzo. Let's say if somebody would have said that, would that be okay? She looked like Gumby? No, the truth of the matter is black women would not have respected that. They would not have accepted that sort of lingo to describe one of them, because as women see it, and I know I'm going to be honest here. A lot of black women think that every woman is beautiful. That's what you hear now. Every woman is beautiful. Now, by that logic, every man should be handsome, right? No, we do not hear that. Every woman is not handsome, or every man is not handsome. Every woman is beautiful, but every man is not handsome. And this is what's going on. Now it's okay to say, all right, as a black woman, there were not a lot of people in the sperm pool. Got it. When the black man says there's not a lot of black women eligible in the marriage pool, there are just not enough marriageable black women. There are not enough feminine black women in the marriage. Y'all get upset about that. So you see how these conversations can turn? When a lot of black men look at a lot of sisters in the eligible marriage or dating pool, what are you hearing them saying? They're saying very similar things. The only issue is that you can say they look like Jiminy Cricket when it's available. And if they say that you look like Jiminy Cricket, you're a misogynist and you hate all women. Or when they say that you're not in the marriage material pool or feminine enough pool, then these guys just hate their mothers and it's just one-sided. There's a reason why these guys feel the way that they do. And I'm not saying it's all black women's fault. But if we're going to be fair, as much fault, if you want to blame on them, is as much fault it is this for sisters. And that's where it needs to start. But again, she got her half black, half white baby, have a light skinned baby, Hey, it's good for me. I know a lot of brothers don't care. But it's interesting how one partner said one thing and the other said something different. Closely. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all the do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.